Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for December 16th to the 22nd. This week, Saggy, you have the Unbound Oracle card. You have the Fool, the World, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So some very powerful energies here, Saggy, with the Fool in the World. I mean, huge completion, huge new beginning, the perfect sliding door set of, the last card in the tarot, and the Fool, which slots in anywhere, that a new beginning is required. Also the Ace of Swords, which for me, the aces are almost like a major arcana. So strong completion and beginning energy. Before we dive into that, I'm just going to read out that oracle card for you. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They're coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at the patterns in your life that you're ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from the trauma of past lives. Well, it's interesting, Saggy, because in your recent past, I'm definitely feeling the World and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so this could quite possibly be one of those soul contracts that you have been ending. Some kind of karmic completion. The World talks about huge endings, often in, karmic in nature, attached to, the situations, the relationships, the experiences that we agreed to have in order to evolve ourselves somehow in this life. And often those situations that we chose to evolve in are the painful ones, are the ones that come with the hurts, because that leads to the growth, right, and the learning. So yeah, I mean, that's why I'm sort of seeing that Seven of Wands really belongs with that, because I feel like it's possibly been a bit of a struggle for you for a while, whatever situation you are completing. And that Seven of Wands for me can kind of talk about potentially, it was ready to release and end the situation for a while, but you might have kept hanging on to it for that while longer. It can be difficult to know when it is time to release a situation and when it is done, but sometimes we stay there past its use by date, and when we do, that's when we feel like we really have to keep pushing with the situation. That's when we can start to feel really challenged and that we're kind of having to fight to stay in it. The Seven of Wands is about needing to evoke that warrior spirit to keep pushing in a situation, because we're at a Seven of Wands. We've still got 8, 9, and 10 to go to complete. But yeah, that World card is basically bringing this to completion for you. That Seven of Wands can also talk about, the inner demons coming up at us. I mean, we can't see who's holding these wands, so it's almost like they're the phantom, the phantom wands of our inner demons, our the thoughts that can hold us back, all that sort of thing. So I really feel that it's strongly time for completion. Some of you may have already completed, or you might be in the process of that now, because the World card says that you have arrived. This is a card of victory, so it's time to stop pushing and realize that you've actually already reached the ending. You have achieved that, and you are, that's a type of success for you. This dancer here is about to step through that Saturnian hoop into the new beginning, into the new beginning as the full energy here. This World energy says that what the Magician, as the first card in the tarot deck, set out to manifest and materialize in the physical realm has occurred. And now you've arrived at the last card of the tarot deck. So this is a complete cycle, ready to end. That Magician energy talking about the manifestation. At some stage, the situation could have been something that you desired, you wished for, you dreamt of, and you manifested because your soul knew that it was destiny. But it's completed now. Time to end it, release, and carry on into your next chapter. So I'm going to go here next in the current energies. We have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel that for some of you, this relates to the slight feelings of anxiety that being at a crossroads after completion can bring up. Because, even though we know that a situation might need to complete and might need to happen, that can not only be painful because any amount of change can be challenging, but also we can find ourselves in that in-between state, kind of a little bit out to sea, in the desert of life, wondering, what am I going to build next? What am I going to manifest? And it's these kind of feelings that can really keep you up at night. It can also evoke those feelings, those internal feelings of, maybe I'm not good enough to do X, Y, or Z, or to find another relationship, another job, overanalyzing the past situation and wondering if it could have been salvaged or changed. So we need to release that energy, otherwise those thoughts, that mental energy just keeps stacking up against you and can actually tip over the line into depression or anxiety. And realize that this is really exciting, the space that you find yourself in, even if it may seem like being a little bit lost at the moment. The phoenix rises from the ashes, and things happen out of space if you've created that energetic space. So it won't be long. You can definitely see the energies coming in. So I feel like there could be some feelings of worrying about what to manifest, what to build with others, and how that's going to come about for you. But there's definitely no need to worry, because the Fool is here for you. So the Fool is, that biggest indicator in the tarot of a new beginning, a fresh new start. Now, what the Fool calls you to do is to take that leap of faith, and to do so without knowing what the destination is or where the journey might be leading. And maybe that's why you're feeling some of those feelings of worry and anxiety, because it can be really scary, starting to move in a new direction without kind of really knowing, where's this going, is this the right thing to invest my time and energy into, whether it's a new romance, whether it's a new job, whether it's moving house, relocating, just starting a fresh chapter in your life. You just really need to trust, have hope and faith in the universe, and make calculated, instinctual decisions. Like this little dog here, he's your little companion, your instincts, your intuition, that will let you know if you're about to step over the edge or to take the wrong turn in this journey. But the Fool, it's all about enjoying the journey, enjoying the process of being guided forward, taking limited baggage from the past, and not thinking about the mountains that you may need to scale along the way on this new journey, because every new journey has its own unique challenges. But right now, you are just being guided strongly under the sun energy here to embark on it, to take those first tentative steps. And I think it won't be, too far into that, Saggy, when the new opportunities start rolling in. So that Ace of Swords, guys, like that can be that aha moment, that brilliant idea that comes to you. It can be a revelation, a truth, a mental breakthrough, extreme clarity, stepping back into your power. This is the new start, and it's a new start that comes with the promise of the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about getting into a mode again where you can receive, beautiful offerings as well as giving them. So this can be a new beginning in love, friendship, a reconnection with yourself, because the Fool talks about connecting with your rebel heart, which for me is connecting to your higher self, or your deep sense of integrity and authenticity, coming back home, literally to the heart. Some of you may even be taking a trip home, releasing the patterns and the contracts that are no longer yours to serve, and coming back to that pure space within yourselves. So with this combination, I'm not going to rule out meeting a companion, whether that's in business and in love. And, this opportunity really does have the potential to bloom and grow and flourish and turn into something quite abundant. Aces, guys, are the seeds of pure potential. They are the phone call that comes in from this person, or, seeing that stranger in the cafe and wondering whether you should talk to them. But what is needed to grow that Ace of Swords into, say, a Six of Cups reality is taking the action. So saying yes to that meeting, that date, whatever it may be, because things don't just materialize out of nowhere. The potential's there, and then you need to take the inspired action to drive them forward. And yeah, like I mentioned, the promise is great. Something that can grow, that can go the distance, something that keeps assisting you to return to your sense of childlike innocence or authenticity, to really be yourself and find a match that relates to you from that level. So it's a really beautiful energy. It talks about growth and harmony. Yeah, some of you are going through a completion first before this is going to come in for you. So yeah, I really wish you all the best with that, Saggy. It could be a really big week. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's shaping up in your daily life. I always like to hear, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.